Sometimes that is exactly how life feels, doesn't it? Well, that is Fuji's. And of course, Lauryn Hill is part of that amazing song, Killing Me Softly. Welcome, dear family, to Let's Be Real. My name is Original Siseko herself, Chichi, and once again, welcome to the radio program that is called Let's Be Real, a space carved out of love, truth, and I dare say a beautiful chaos that is family life. This isn't just another radio show. This is your living room on the airwaves where laughter echoes, emotions rise, and real conversations unfold without filters or pretense. Here we talk about things that matter, the everyday struggles, the unspoken tensions, the joy, the tears, the growth, from parenting to partnership, from siblings problems to relationship dramas to memories. We are diving deep, and not to judge, but to understand together. Whether you're driving through Lagos traffic, whether you're in your kitchen cooking, whether you're just taking a moment for yourself to relax, I am so glad that you're here. You're not just a listener, you are a family. So let's peel back the layers of life, one truth at a time. And if you're new here, I always say that Let's Be Real is a segment where someone sends in something that they're going through and everyone gets to weigh in as a family in the most loving way possible. And today's conversation is no different. It's actually quite it's actually touching it's I'm trying to look for a way around it. It's close to home. Let me just use the word. It's close to home because it is something that I can relate to. I've seen people that have battled with this, and I just want to hear your thoughts. This will actually drive not just helping this lady that sent this in question, but also helping so many other ladies that think around this area, that are in this situation, that are in this fix. You can be helping somebody out there. And as usual, the number to call is 07056900927. That is also our WhatsApp number. You can send a WhatsApp voice note. You can call on WhatsApp. You can send a message on WhatsApp. You can also call the number 07056900927. Now, the next number I'm going to call is not on WhatsApp, but you can also call the number 08025027711. 08025027711. I'll do you one better. There's another number to call. There is another number that you can actually reach us on 08029788003. Now, this lady sends us a message, says, "Hello Chichi, please I need your advice. I will be 30 years in a few months. I started dating a guy in October 2024. That is last year, October. So he lives in Ghana, and I traveled there to visit him, and everything seemed perfect. He treated me well and started talking about marriage. He even said I should try and get pregnant for him. In December, I returned to Nigeria to spend the festive season with my family. And in January, he asked me to move into his house here in Nigeria. He also sent me money to learn a skill and help manage his business. Everything was going smoothly. In March 2025, he came to meet my family to discuss marriage, and both families agreed that we would get married by September of 2025. But after we got back to his house, he started acting cold and distant. He insisted I must get pregnant before marriage, saying that he cannot marry and start looking for children. This happened in March. Fast forward to May, I came across his chat with his mother, where they insulted me. He told her that I was barren and must have lived a wayward lifestyle in the past. His mother then encouraged him to get another woman pregnant and not chase me away yet, since I manage his businesses so well. I was deeply hurt and confronted him, but he denied everything. And for me, I didn't know I was already pregnant. I found out that I was pregnant, and when I told him, he said he no longer wants to get married for now because he doesn't have money. But he still wants me to keep the pregnancy, knowing fully well that my family is strongly against pregnancy outside marriage. I've tried talking to him several times, but he ignores me and shuts me out emotionally. I am now stuck, hurt, and confused. Please, I need your honest advice. What should I do? The reason why I say this hits close to home is that the first statement she made after greeting us was, I am going to be 30 in a few months. To me, what is being projected, I'm about to be 30, meaning that I don't have time on my hands. And to be honest, I've seen quite a number of ladies fall into traps like this because they think age is no longer on their side. But then I want to remove myself from this. I want to ask, do you think that women from 30 years and above should really start worrying about marriage? Do you think so? Do you think 30 years and above, as a woman who is 30 years and above, has gotten old or is now becoming too old for marriage? Do you think that her value has dropped in the eyes of men or in the eyes of the suitors who want to settle down? I want to know, because if maybe we have an idea about this according to society, then we can then understand why people notice these things. Because first of all, this is not a long time. From October to May, that is October, November, December, January, February, March, April. That's just 7 months. You met a guy in October 2024. And I know that at that time, she was at almost 30. So I know that 29 years can be a lot for most young ladies. But then, that aside, you went to see him, things were going on smoothly. He told you to move into his house, and you moved into his house. He told you to manage his businesses. You started managing his businesses, all with the promise of marriage. And then he was forcing you, I wouldn't use the word force. He was telling you to get pregnant for him before he marries you. This was in March. And you still stayed, actually trying to get pregnant. Like you were trying to take it for a man that is yet to marry you, and you notice a change in his behavior. But let's talk about the 30-year situation. Once a woman is 30 years, we see people say, you saw the chat that he had with his mother. Say this one is barren. She must have lived a wayward life. I'm assuming that is why she's 30 and unmarried. But I want to know your thoughts about this. 30 years in the Nigerian society, do you think a woman who is 30 and above she's probably too old for the male gaze and for the society? Hello?
Hello, Chichi.
Hey, Mama May.
Hi, Chichi. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Good evening. It was fine. It was okay. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Chichi, please reach out to Fancy. I don't know. This one was not heard from him.
I actually did think about him before I did that. I actually thought about it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, back to the matter. How is the website, Chichi? Have you heard from him?
Yes. Oh, Mama May, I need to find a way to send you his number. He said I should go ahead and send it.
Okay.
So I would have to, maybe you might have to send me a WhatsApp message or something, and then I'll drop his number.
Yeah, but WhatsApp. WhatsApp what?
Or text message, one of the above. But Mama May,
but how would I do that?
Okay, because I don't want to call. I don't have to call out his number or any of that because it's against policies.
I know, of course.
So
okay. And I tried reaching Erabot today because I was supposed to get gifted numbers from him. His number was not going through, so I don't know. I have Erabot's number.
Okay, so I will probably give it to Erabot and tell Erabot to maybe text it to you.
But his number is not even going through because I tried those today.
I will just send it to him on WhatsApp. Anytime it comes online, he will see it.
Okay, I will try tomorrow too.
All right, no problem. But Mama May, you know what?
Okay,
I have to go. I have to go on a break.
I'll call back.
Yes, absolutely.
92.7 Super FM.
Who is in a situation right now. She's pregnant, unmarried, and this is because she started dating someone in October of last year, and everything was going well. But the guy told her, "Oh, I need you to get pregnant before I get married to you." According to her, she turns 30 in a few months, and she moved into his house early this year and started managing his businesses. He went to see her family at first, introduced himself to the family. And as soon as he came back, his attitude changed, and he kept insisting. This was in March. He kept insisting, talking about her getting pregnant. And then in May, she still stayed. But in May, she found a chat of himself and his mom talking about her. And he was insulting her, saying that she was useless and barren. And the mother said, "Oh, get another lady pregnant, but don't chase her away yet because she's very good with your businesses." And she was heartbroken about it. She confronted him, but he denied it. Unknowing to her, she was actually pregnant. For she was already pregnant, and when she told him that she was pregnant, he said he doesn't want to get married to her. That he's willing to, take care of the pregnancy, but he's not willing to get married to her because he doesn't have the money. And she's just heartbroken, sad, and betrayed. And then she's asking what she needs to do about this. But then I just needed to bring it back to a deeply rooted cultural expectations, the cultural expectation that women should be married before 30. Because oftentimes 30 years is seen as a deadline, especially by family members and the society at large. I see women over 30 labeled as leftovers, too picky, used goods, and unfairly suspected of having a bad attitude. And do you think this is what has pushed her into making this wrong decision? Because I would say that these red flags were there. And the first statement she made was, "I turned 30 in a few months." So she was 29. And at 29, it almost looks as if it shifts up to desperation. Just bring anybody, as long as you marry. That's how it is being perceived. But then, let's talk. Hello?
Hello, Chichi.
Welcome back, Mama May.
Okay. Hi, then.
I'm fine.
So that's the matter, Chichi.
Mm.
That is not a big deal, Chichi. I myself, I got married at 28, and I was not pressured by anything. What I don't understand, what was with 30?
Mm.
My friend,
Yeah.
she got married. She got married at 42, Chichi.
42.
I'm telling you,
Mm.
she has 2 kids right now. 2 boys, 2 handsome boys, Chichi. So I don't know, and she's doing well.
But do you believe
Also,
that society, there's this certain pressure among young women
of
to get
course,
married before 30?
even from your family now.
Mm.
Even from your family, your mom will start shouting. I have one that the mom will, hey, if she goes for a wedding and come back, you'll be, oh no, kwana deal, oh no, kwana deal. The daughter was still at home. So the pressure is too much. But if you will leave all these pressures aside, focus on yourself. You know that at the end of the day, some of them end up not even doing anything for themselves. Because, oh, I want to get married, I want to get married. Look at this one now. The pressure of getting married. Look at what she has done to herself. A lot of red flags. Number one, long distance relationship.
Mm.
It didn't even make her know what kind of man she is with. The man is conditioning you before he gets married to you to get pregnant. Then what are you to him? He's sales girl to handle his business. Then you moved into his house. For what? She did not even value her. She does not value herself now. She does not know her worth. Then he's giving you money to learn a skill. What happens to you learning the skill yourself? What happens to you learning the skill yourself? So that means you do not have it. You were just waiting for marriage to come and take you away. You didn't even do anything for yourself. Now you are just a piece of rat to him.
Oh, my goodness.
It's true, Chichi. If she eventually gets married to this guy, I'm telling you, even with this her pregnancy.
But the guy says he does not even want to get married, that he doesn't have money, but he will take responsibility of the child.
What she is hoping that let's tell her what to do now to find her way around so that she can get married to guy. You will suffer. You do not have a good husband. You do not have a good mother-in-law. So, I don't know. Maybe she should just talk to her family about it. Give birth to her child and take care of the child and look for something to do with herself. Because to me, she has not done anything for herself, Chichi. She has not done anything for herself. And she wants to get married. I used to tell everybody, male or female, be financially stable. Women, those days are gone where women will wait, let one man just marry me and everything will be fine. Marriage does not make everything fine. Marriage is not the solution to every woman's life. No. Get something for yourself first. Stand firm before you go into any marriage. I used to tell everyone, stand any woman, get something. If it's education, if it's a skill, make sure you are earning well before you enter any marriage, before you enter any man's house. Because they will just use you. If you are not careful, they will dump you. The only advice I have for her, she should just take care of herself, birth her child. That marriage, to me, is even a no-no. A lot of red flags. A lot. She goes into that marriage, she'll have herself to blame. 30 is not a...
It's not a death sentence.
Yes, it's not a suicide mission. Work on yourself. I have an aunt who she got married at 40. Chichi, at that 40, after a year, she took in, gave birth to twins. After 2 years, she took in again, gave birth to another twin. Chichi, somebody that has been married for 15 years does not have what she has. It is not how far, but how well. Yes, it's every woman's prayer. When I get to the age of marriage, let me get married. But if you do not, will you kill yourself? You won't kill yourself now. You focus, channel your energy to something else. And when it happens, to God be the glory.
Okay.
What if you do not get married? What will happen? Will you kill yourself?
Well, you will become a rejected person in the society.
That is if you decide to reject yourself. If you decide to reject yourself now, they said people will call your dog what you call it.
Okay.
So if you call yourself a dog, people will call you a dog. That is it.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mama May. Well, this story has actually prompted the question. And the question I'm asking is, do you think that a woman's value drops? I'm talking about marital value for marriage. Do you think it drops from the age 30. Hello? Hello?
Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Good evening. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Stanley.
Stanley, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening. All right. Let's talk. What are your thoughts about, women 30 and above and unmarried? Do you think a woman's value, marital value, is tied to the age, especially when she gets to 30 years?
If I'm married age value, then at what age does she want to get a job? Start doing things for herself. At least she just graduated not too long ago. Just at the age of 25 or 23, you graduate or 25, depending how you started school. Then you graduate, you get a job, you look for a job, you get a job, you get something doing. So what is 30 years? Before you know you are 30, before you start doing something to do, search for yourself, try to pick up yourself, do something. You're 30 plus. So I want to know where this pressure is coming from.
I mean,
this competition.
You say where the pressure is coming from. It's coming from the society. Because I remember growing up, I remember then some of my aunties that were like, yeah.
No, Chichi, the competition lives in their head. Not anywhere. The competition lives in their head.
Stanley, you might have to call me back. I'm struggling to hear you. I'm struggling. Your line is breaking, so please just redirect where you are and then call me back. She said, look at her now. She's unmarried. She's unmarried. Look at it, and I'm sure it's because of her bad character. That is why she's unmarried. And to me, I don't... Even now as an adult, I see that my aunt, and I don't necessarily see her as someone with the worst character. I think she's just very firm, and she did not just, the marriage thing never just worked out. But that was because I had a different perception when I started viewing her as from an eye of an adult. But then what we grew up knowing was because she was ill-mannered and we shouldn't be like her because she was 30, over 30 and unmarried. So she was that one, an atombo. She's the one that they will point when they're advising the young ones that, oh, don't be like her. Don't be like her. So act this way so that you can be able to attract a man very early. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Estilo?
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. How is work? How is everything?
Work is fine.
What about OXYV? What's happen?
OSYB is
You know what can work?
No, OSYB is no longer with us.
Chineke.
I mean, I thought I mentioned this last week, but yeah, he's no longer.
No.
He's not dead though, but
No, I know.
he has moved on to greater heights.
Wow, that's great. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
So,
Estilo,
Sure.
have you ever had this whole, I'm about to be 30 years or I'm 30 years, I never marry. Oh, my own don't finish. Have you had?
God.
No, I mean, have you had people, feel like, they have you had conversations with people who feel that women of 30 years and above, they're like, their value drops because they're unmarried?
Most people, like the people I do hear that from, mostly is Yorubas.
Oh.
Yorubas, yes, the Yorubas. They don't want their daughter to be 25, even 20, 27, 28 at home, still in their place. No. They don't want that. You understand? And to me, most of them, they rush in and they rush out because of that pressure. Because they don't so something that you don't even, I don't know how to put it. You don't, even the person that you just met, let's say you guys have been dating, let's say you guys have been dating, that it's not, you can't know the person you are dating finish, you understand? And some people, they just rush in, they rush out. Like most parents will say, no, because one of my friends was 28. The mother have to, start shouting, you're not married, blah, blah, blah. Even now, she's not in her husband's house. I'm talking to you. You understand? See, I come to realize now, you don't allow, no matter what, if you're not married at the age of 30, don't allow anybody, any pressure. If you see that, your own is finished, that is when you see your own will be finished. But if at that age you said, I will marry, when God's time is the best for me, I will marry the best, it will surely happen. Whatever you reason in your brain, that is what will happen to you. If you say a husband is not coming here because I'm taxed, that is what will happen. You understand? See, because I feel that pressuring people now. Okay, look at what is going on. Okay, now she's pregnant now. Okay, the guy, that is mommy's boy. You understand? I don't say that is mommy. That guy is a mommy's boy. Why will you tell me to get pregnant before you get married to me? You understand? That means you don't want it. I'm sure it's not from the guy. It's from the mother of that boy.
Are you sure it's not from the guy?
It's not from the guy.
But if he loves her and she gets pregnant,
I told you mine. I told you mine. I said my ex-boyfriend. The reason why I left him because my mom is saying, you understand? He want me to get pregnant because he said we should do introduction. That he want me to get pregnant before anything. I said I don't get it. What do you mean by that? I just have to let him go. I say my mommy said, what do you mean by my mommy said? If you check this guy well, it's from the mother. The mother would say, let this guy get belay before you do anything. Now the belay don't come. You said you are not ready. I don't get it. So now because now she can be your business. She's
can manage his business.
Manage your business. That means she's nothing to you. So babe, if she is here, make God just give her the strength. Make she born that pikin. That man is a no. I swear to God, may you not try and say won't marry that guy. If you marry that guy, that lady go suffer. Forget say you don't. You are 30. Brush yourself up. If you don't have anything doing, see. I don't know. I just thank God. Though, you understand? I don't look at what people say. If you don't say it's sure for you, come talk in front of me. I swear I will hold you slap.
Hey, Estilo, yes. Small.
Yeah. If it's sure for you, come talk in front of you. This one before you know marry don't. Because men now they want women that have skills, that have something upstairs. Even though
are you saying that men now do not care about age? You tell them that a man will look at a woman that is 30 years and say they
will tell you they don't want all those small girls because they are dim. They will tell you they are demand too much because some of them no get friends. Okay. Yes, they will tell you who are. What you be telling yourself. My own man will call at the right time. They may go no let and say. Something you put in prayers. Say good things to yourself. I'm beautiful. I'm wonderfully made. I'm beautifully made. Wonderful. A greater man will call for me. You say good things to yourself. You don't say because I'm 30. Yeah, my old dog. If you say you're old dog, you don't. If you say you don't go marry, you don't go marry. There's call in our tongue. That is what I have to say. Make she just born the pikin. Make you leave that man I beg.
All right. Thank you so much, Esther. Thank you so much for sharing your opinions on this. But somebody else has a different opinion, and that is Kane. Kane says, I don't like what the guy did, but let's be candid. As a woman, your sexual market value is directly tied to your age. I'm not saying that older women can't get married, but men prefer more fertile females younger. Okay, forget society is a biological reality, but still women should work on themselves all the time, make your money and all. A woman of 30 cannot compete with a woman of 20 years. Even when picking up women, men will go for the younger women. From a biological standpoint, practical standpoint, after women who are after 30 years decline. Wow. ATM card 07056900927. Ejima True Love says, good evening, wonderful family. For me, the man in question does not need a wife or a woman, but a baby. Desperation to marry made the girl nearly sell out her value. From the day the man has not paid your bride price and asked you to move into his house, and you even trying to take him for him, you have given him room to take you for granted. It is better to marry late and marry right than to marry early and marry wrong. 30 years is not too old to put you into pressure to sell yourself so cheap. Now, a baby. You ignore the pressure because they will not suffer in the marriage with you if you get it wrong, babe. Even those out there pushing you will not come to your rescue. See, conditions has been given before he marries you and you accepted. I am 42 as a guy, single, but not worried because I want to get it right. I'm the only single person in my home, but I don't care. Getting it right is my priority. Marry wrong will kill every potential in you. Ho ha. Taking care of pregnancy and training the child he's looking for and dump you. Well, forget the guy. Take care of your baby. Forget the man. The man is not worthy to be the father of that baby. Stand your ground. So sorry for this mess. My sister out there, never give in to pressure from any man that will tell you to take him before he will marry you. See, my fellow guys, we cannot be wiser than God. What if she took him and after marriage the baby did not survive and she will never take him again? What will you do? We should stop all this. Humble Joe says, Chichi, good evening. Please, the problem of some ladies are having that. Please, that is the problem some ladies are having that makes them fall into wrong hands. See, 30 to 40 years does not matter. What matters is getting a suitable partner that will give you joy. All right, thank you. Well, we have Ken saying that from a biological standpoint, women that are above 30 years, they decline, biologically. Is he right about that? Painfully, that may be true. But that does not mean that 20s too. I mean, it's unfair even using this as an example, but I genuinely know a friend that she got married in 2018. How old was I in 2018? I think she's older than me with a year. So I think she got married at like 26. So that's like a spec, if you're a woman, women that get married at that 25, 26, that's the age of you, being a spec. And guess what? She's been married now for this 2025. No, she got married in 2017. This is what now? 2025. It's been 8 years of marriage. She has never taken in. It was not even a conversation. Like, it was not like she obviously just said it, and I because I had to at some point, because she's always keen. Some people are very open to say, she, why are you not married now? I know you are very, very selective. I know you are the one chasing them away. And she was, we are very good friends. She kept asking me the question back and forth. Until one day I said, I'm sorry, I'm not a womb watcher, but it's been since we are in the conversation of things that we're asking or we need. What is going on? Because I know that in the first 2 years you said you were not ready to take in, that you wanted to enjoy your marriage, but it's been 2 years. It's been 6 years now. What's going on? She said she doesn't know. She has done all the checkups. She has done everything. The doctor says she is fine. And nothing. And this is not the first or second or third time we're hearing stories like that. And we've also seen women that are above 30 that have gotten married. I know of someone that got married. She got married at 34. She's almost 40 now. She's pregnant with her third child. So I just think at the end of the day, it's about taking care of your body. Even in your 20s, if you don't take care of yourself very well, you will still have to battle with some things when you grow up or at the older you get. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Good evening.
How are you doing? How is it going?
Work is fine, thank you. You're quite...
Did you drink water?
I drank plenty water.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
How about in the morning? Did you?
Yes.
Okay. That's sweet of you.
Yes.
This is Dr. Henry on the line.
Okay. Today now you are Dr. Henry. Okay. Earlier on Rep Your Tribe, you were Ancestor Henry. It's okay. All right, Henry. Let's hear your take on this. Do you think that women, the older they get, especially when they hit the 30-year mark, their market value for marriage reduces? Do you think they are looked at in a different light by society? Don't worry, state your truth. Nobody's going to look at you differently. Say what you have to say.
A wise man do say.
Henry, hurry up. Let's not kill too much time.
Okay. Yeah. I wanted to do Nollywood, but it's fine. But it's better to look for the black goat at before night time. It's better to look for the black goat at the daytime before night. Then, secondly, I think I'll squat on the fence.
Don't squat on the fence, Henry. If you start actively looking, I don't think you're actively looking for a wife right now. But if you're active,
but I'm looking for a girlfriend because I'm not getting any younger.
Okay, so if you're looking for a girlfriend right now, right? Do you have an age bracket in mind?
Anyway, to be honest with you, I like them old.
Oh, well.
Older women. Yeah, a bit more than older than me, a bit. Or yes.
So you're open open to marrying a woman who is above 30.
No, you mean 40?
Above 30. Above 30.
30, 35. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. I think old wine is still sweeter. And another thing is shock. That
now.
shock in your eye. Okay, yeah.
Which shock in my eye? Are you seeing my eye?
So yeah. Because to be honest, in Nigerian context and from where we are coming from, especially from our side, the eastern part, even the Yorubas, it's same. You guys' body now, ladies' body, women's body are different. The way they say that I think it's true. So it starts telling on them.
Okay.
You understand?
So age starts to show on their body.
Some, not all, because there are women that they are 30 but they look 20, like you, like that.
Like who?
Saying, nothing. I didn't say anything. So like.
Henry, I just did that straight bullet to hit me in this matter, but it's okay.
So yes. So and social what do I call it? Parental pressure, societal pressure. A lot of pressures play along, and another thing is the mentality. There's this the mentality shift. There's always a shift. You understand? There's always a shift than on when they are 30 and when they are 20s. You understand? So it's in every woman. I think it's the nature, and we are also not helping matters because we take it up there. We start aligning them. We start all those pressure of talking back. Oh, look at that one. He's 32. Look at he's even older. He doesn't have a man, and this and that. He's not married. The social pressure and the rest and everything just combined too. It's not easy. But I think, yes, he start declining. Yes.
Okay.
Both
from
the other room and. But in the other side,
so a woman that is above 30 and the rest in the other room, they're not too compared to a girl in her 20s that is a fire machine. I mean, let's be real.
Let's be
real.
The table the one I stood on, I started crippling and shaking.
Let's be real. So what you are trying to say is that a woman who is in some women in their 30s begin to get weak in the other room matters, and then also emotionally.
Yes, and
women in their 30s get weak emotionally, and
the stress of life. Some of them they don't see life tire.
Okay.
So that also combined. It's mental. The mental stress, but that is not easy. So that's how I feel. I think
Okay, so
okay,
yeah, all right.
And the other one too drops. Some libidos drop.
The libidos in their 30s it drops because could it be that could it not like I'm putting words in your mouth, but could it be that maybe they had so much fun earlier in the years and at their 30s just like I beg, I don't tire for. I don't see life.
One off.
All right. But then in this particular case now that this lady is mentioning this thing now about what she's going through, what are your thoughts on it?
First of all, I think she was carried away. And she was carried away because of the way it all started. The lovey, they give out, the caring. And no, she was carried away, and when she was going in it, like Mama May said, she went in all without her having anything behind, like what she was doing, like to back herself up. Unlike you now that you know nobody feels gonna stand do nonsense. A person you get a person go do nonsense now you go give him backhand. So you understand what I mean? I'm not a stable though, but you understand what I mean. So in our context, she was like, yes. And I want let me shock you. She had already settled in her mind before she got pregnant.
How do you mean?
She was settled. Like she just this guy, yes, once I get this belly, I'm settled for life. The lovey will continue. I can't imagine what this guy will be doing. The marriage will she had already think it through and settled it by herself without the guy. And mind you, the guy is not even staying here in Lagos with her. It's just the guy's house. The guy lives in Ghana. It's a distance. We are talking of a day journey.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what I said.
Henry, thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. It's okay. I know it's fine. I'm used to it. I said this hits close to home. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
This is Chidozie.
Hi, Chidozie. Welcome. Chidozie,
yeah.
Breathe in, breathe out. Do like this. Who's?
I want to speak for you now.
You say what? Oh, Chidozie, you might want to move around.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
I said I want to sing for you first.
You want to sing from Ungwa?
I switch on now.
Omeleme.
I might be 20-something. I might be 70-something.
In my heart. I'm 20-something. No, look who my bellow is a sign of good living. Sorry. I'm back.
Who set this standard of texting? Okay, you know the answer for that.
Let's talk about who set the standards, right? Like we had a message from one of our listeners that said biologically, from a biological standpoint, the fertility in quote unquote, the fertility of a woman starts to drop at 30.
Now the one we know, now go talk.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Some people got married at 22 and they had their first conception at 50. So where was the biology?
Now, wow, these are rare occurrences.
This is not rare occurrences. Retired Jesus. You understand? So, like you were saying, the lady in question in our story today, what was she doing before she met this guy? Or was she just hanging around? Just there, waiting to get married? Now she's running the guy's business. She's practically living her life for the guy. And she didn't even take herself in the picture at all. The only thing she could do was just get pregnant because the guy was demanding for it. It's just that she had no standard for herself. You know, she came from, if they could not help her to uphold her in a time like this, it shows that there was a problem. Probably from her parents. Because it's quite whatever they want to do. If your people that are close to you are fully, firmly, strongly standing by your side, you will not get pregnant before marriage, I beg. Now, the guy is speaking in tongues.
Hey!
I'm not ready yet. The guy is not the problem. It is the family and the lady. Why should you consent to something like that? Now, the guy is not feeling she should just have the baby. At this point now, the marriage boards have moved. Mistake you not making your 20s and making it in your 30s. Come on, man. I beg, goodness.
All right. Good night. Thank you, Chidozie. He said, "Who set the rules?" I guess. See, let me read some messages. Good evening, Achalugo. My name is Princess Vivian Golden Chamaka, texting from Igondo. I married at the age of 29. And when some of our neighbors opened her mouth and said, "Thank God, though, so finally at last." To me, she was thinking I don't pass 35, without knowing I was just 29 that time. The girl made a great mistake by allowing the man to impregnate her. Okay, at that time, the girl made a great mistake by allowing the man to impregnate her. My husband told me something like this before, but I stuck to my word, and later he submitted to my opinion. Now we are married. 30 years is not a deadline for a girl. It is the societal pressure that lured her to this mess. I will advise her to dust herself up and move on. That is not the end of life. All right, there is another voice note, and I'm going to play that.
This is Ben from Suliri. Okay, let's be real tonight. It's quite an interesting topic, and I would say a story. I would say, okay, for that particular situation, well, I feel sorry for the lady. Probably she didn't really have a concrete agreement with the guy before even getting pregnant. They would have really struck a clear deal before even getting involved. Personally, I don't sign up for getting pregnant before marriage. It's not really in favor of the lady. Then, for your question, I would say that, yes, it's a societal perception, but sometimes perception could be reality. And here's my point. I'm in my early 30s, and I'll tell you for free. Okay, I'm in my early 30s, I'm single. I'm also in the dating pool. And I'll tell you for free that from the experience I've had in the past years, I would say, yes, there's a societal pressure on women, especially when they get to that 30 and above. But there's also some form of perception to it, and here is my experience. I've dated women around my age, and I've also dated, or recently I started dating women a little bit on the mid 20s, this range. And here is the experience I've had. Those who are around that 30 and above, they tend to have so much pressure in relationship. I mean, they just want, you may not really have that time to get to know them. They are always, I don't want you to go all aggressive, but they just want, it's almost like it has to end in marriage. You understand? You're trying to get someone, you're trying to get to know someone, but the end goal is almost like it has to end in marriage. So even if the person is not for you, they're almost trying to settle for whatever isn't their way. And that gives you that pressure of, what if this is not really what I want? But on the other hand, the ones who are probably in their early 20s or mid 20s, some of them are not even ready. So they seem to have so many options. And you understand? So even if eventually, I want to use the word, if they settle for you, it almost looks like you are the best option available. So it's almost like they have so many options and you've done your homework. I want to use it that way. If eventually you get to meet with them. And two, why some persons perceive the older ones as well, I don't want to use the word bad character and the rest. It's based on some experience that they think they have. And here is my reason. You know, when someone has had a past and failed relationship, or in the past they've had a failed relationship, sometimes some persons may project it in a future relationship. I mean, you may just get to know someone and she's already projecting the experience of a past relationship on the current relationship. Like, you start hearing comment, maybe you're dating someone and over just a month, you're already hearing comment like, "Hey, carry my matter for head," or "I'm happiness, if you don't work, I work." You know, all those comments that you're seeing that they're trying to hold back, they're not committing into the relationship as much as you, the guy, is committing, because they believe that based on their past experiences, the relationship may also fail. So it's almost like if I'm not getting what I want from it, I'm pulling out. I'm not investing my emotions, I'm not investing my resources into the relationship. But those who are probably younger, they've not really had some of these experiences in terms of they've not had traumatic or horrible relationship experiences. So they're more open, they're more receptive to love, to attention, to affection. So you get to enjoy that bond with them more because they are very open. And hopefully the relationship doesn't fail, because when they've been to several failed relationships, it projects on the next relationship. So this is why women, or people who, I won't say it's just women, but people who have been to several relationships, from my own experience, those who may have been to several relationships tend to project, because the ones who have been dating around my age range, I kept having that feeling of someone trying to see that, hope you're not going to end up like the one she dated before you. You understand? Those experiences show in the current relationship, and you struggle with it because you try to prove every single time that you're not like the one she was dating before you. So those things tend to be what people project as the character flaw that they see in the relationship, and they just prefer to go for those who have not really had that much of past traumatic experience. So that's why I feel society puts that tag on character, but it's not really a character thing, it's just experience thing.
All right, thank you so much, Ben. I mean, people in the dating pool, they are just saying what they need to say. Kane says the girl just lost track, mistakes were made, but the show must go on. I tell her to keep the kid, focus, build herself to the best version. As I said, the show must go on. There are exceptions to the rules, but the exception doesn't make the rules. People should get that. Okay. Well, we have Ken here. So I'm just going to wrap up by, I mean, there's no joy without me dropping my own opinion. You know, this lady about to be 30, she said, I'm going to be 30 in a few months. Now, how she just starts the message.
Oh, wow.
I'm about to be 30 in a few months. She started dating this guy October 2024.
Lady, all right.
Everything was looking nice and nice. Everything was looking sweet, happiness in the air.
Come on.
But then the guy now say, I even want you to get pregnant for me before we get married.
He said, waiting.
Guy now, the guy did Ghana. She can't go visit for Ghana, stayed with him for a while, came back to Nigeria. The guy in December said, you can move into my apartment. She did. He said, you can run my businesses. Sent her money to learn a skill. Then in March, went to see her people. Just, introduction.
Yeah.
Came back and character do change. Uncle, what is the problem? What is it? Why are you acting? Say you must get pregnant for me before we get married. Okay, cool. May, she stumbles on. She still stay. Then in May, she stumbled on his text message with his mom, and he was insulting her to his mom, saying that she's barren. And she's useless. And the mother said, make sure you get another girl pregnant and throw her away. But don't throw her away now, because she's really managing your business very well. Beknownst to her that she was actually pregnant. And then, she told the guy she was pregnant, and the guy said, I don't have money, I cannot marry you, but I can take care of the child. And now she's stuck, she's hurt, and she's confused. And she's asking what to do.
Hold on, wait a minute. So all the hustlers been hustling. Where the money go?
My own is, get life before you meet this
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Even if you don't get before you meet the man, as you met the
went
man,
to
you were not
Ghana,
managing his business and everything.
You came back.
Where the money
moved
go?
to his house.
Uh-huh.
You not see. Sorry.
I beg go. You say what?
It's just a joke.
Hey.
Okay, but seriously, it's funny. I'm going to address quite a number of things because, like I said, when I started this story, I said this hits close to home because, I'm in my 30s. So there's this crazy urge.
Very small girl.
There's this urge that happens when you are 29. 29 is one of the tough. I don't know about that people, but 29. And when I had conversations with, people of my age and around my age, 29 years can really be a lot. It do be a lot sometimes because it's almost like you're about to hit that 30.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, for me, my 29 years, what I had to do at that point was to pray. And all I kept praying for was peace. God give me peace. Because at that 28, 29, the pressure that I was getting from my mom was insane. My mom literally made a statement at some points. Just pick anybody now. Anybody. Close your eye and pick one. That was what she said. But guess what?
I don't think she meant it though.
I know everything is coming from a place of love.
Yeah.
And then she kept saying, because funny, all my sisters all got married as soon as they started hitting 30. That was when it. No, I think it was only our first one that got married within that 20s.
Okay.
Everybody was like 31, 32.
Okay.
So my mom's prayer was that I shouldn't get to
break the jinx.
So she was like, why is it that all my daughters are getting married in their 30s? And I said, she is swear. Are they getting married to good men? Yes, they are. Is there any supposed pride or, in quotes, one kind of award,
Badge of honor
award
to get married before 28?
Do you understand? It's crazy.
There isn't.
But as soon as I hit 30, I had the feeling of reality. Like, there's nothing wrong with being 30. You have clarity over what you want. You're chasing after your career. You're working on your character. You're doing everything right.
That's right.
You're going to the gym. Look. See, when I tell you that the kind of level up I've leveled up between 28 and now, the kind of fine, Ken, but you don't see my picture when I did 27. Why wrong?
You really yab yourself. Hey,
why wrong?
Was this me? As I be like bone, I said,
I look like a snack. Harry can attest to it.
You say that Harry could be Harry.
Harry.
Okay, Harry.
Harry follows me on Instagram.
Harry, how are you?
I mean, the skin is glowing, the hair is popping,
It's okay.
the waist is snatched.
It's okay.
Listen.
It's okay.
Point I'm trying to make is focus on being the best version of you.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. Anything that needs to be worked on, take your supplement. That happened to me.
I'm not gonna lie.
That happened to me last year.
I'm not gonna lie.
See, they will come. They're like pharaohs. They will come. One came. Energy. Just like this girl said. Energy. I'm ready to settle down. Even one of my friends knew him, said, this guy is ready. Ken, guess what?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
A month. It's not like women trapping my pregnancy. You want to trap me. Any man that says that he should get pregnant, he wants to trap you because he can make a wolf. You will cry. You will cry. Just like this girl is crying.
Whoa.
You will cry.
You know, like you said.
Wednesday prayer. You go pray and tire. Wednesday prayer. Wednesday 7 a.m. prayer. You go join. Tire. You go wail. And you will cry more than the baby. when you have that baby, as that baby is crying, you will cry more than that child. He said, I told him, you want to trap me? He said, no, now. Do you know any women will be excited? I have the money. I'm buying a house in Lagos.
Ladies,
you can move it.
As much as y'all say you want a man with money, it's really, really not about the money.
He said,
it's really not.
See, and truly, he was about to buy a house. He said, I'm buying a house on the island. I'll upgrade your car. Just have a baby for me. I said, listen to me. This is what I said to him. I said, I'm going to be clear. Don't say me if I want to be sound harsh. I said,
eloquence.
I said, I'm going to say this once,
you
not twice.
Be eloquent with it.
I said, I'm going to say this once, not twice. I will never have a child for you outside wedlock.
That's it right there.
If you want a child,
you got me, my mama.
You think I am the candidate for it?
Put a ring on my finger.
You put a ring on it.
Got me, my mama.
We'll do a traditional marriage.
Yeah.
We'll do a court marriage.
Yeah.
We'll do a white wedding.
Yeah.
But I would never.
And we'll discuss about assets.
Get pregnant. I said, and if you think, and if you think that you want to find a way to do it,
go and tell that jazz doctor work.
I told him. I said, I'm in my 30s. It'd be foolish of me to be getting pregnant unknowingly. So don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Monitor that bad boy. Monitor it.
Guess what he did? He ghosted me.
Sharp.
And I
ghosting back happy.
I appreciate you.
Hey, happy birthday.
Anytime I see him, I say, Igwe, thank you, sir. I do appreciate it.
You know when God pulls a matrix on you, dodge
because
the bullet.
It's crazy.
That's it right there.
It's crazy that people are still falling prey to this. I have a friend, she still fell prey to this early this year. Still took it for somebody because he said, I'm going to marry you, have a baby for me. And she actually got pregnant.
I don't want to say it's our generation because even generation that's a bit older than I am, they're still falling to this.
Is this wants
level
it
of being desperate?
Yes.
Like, ladies, get your own.
A man who wants it would adjust. If you tell a man that, look, my dear, I'm not getting pregnant for, he will.
My dear, gone are the days where young men used to be afraid of, like,
afraid of what?
You know, there's this shame and this stigma. Pregnancy out of wedlock. Like, my girlfriend is pregnant for me. Now, okay, baby mama. I'm like,
yeah, you will born the child. That's the thing about them. Nowadays, I don't say, what do we do? Let me just marry her to save face. They know they save face again.
No, before that, out of fear, married. Now, okay. Yeah.
That is what I said. That I tell you for a fact. And then I was also say, trust me, 30 years. I don't know what people are saying about your fertility dropping at. Let's not even go to the girls in their 20s and what they are. See, just make sure that you're doing everything right by yourself and your health. Keep your gut health clean, your gut health, everything. Just manage. I love the gym. I love in the gym.
It's a kind of peace.
You just see a lady like this.